What if the biggest company behind the AI revolution isn't the company building ChatGPT, or the company selling the phones you use every day? It's Nvidia. And here's the surprising part. Nvidia didn't become an AI giant overnight. It spent nearly 2 decades building the technology, software, and ecosystem that AI would eventually depend on. By the time the world realized artificial intelligence was about to change everything, Nvidia was already waiting. For years, Nvidia was mostly known as a gaming company. Its graphics processors powered video games, visual effects, and high-performance computers. But Nvidia discovered something much more important about its GPUs. Unlike traditional CPUs, GPUs could perform enormous numbers of calculations simultaneously, and that made them incredibly useful for something that barely existed commercially at the time: artificial intelligence. The company wasn't simply making faster graphics cards, it was building a different kind of computing machine. And then Nvidia made a decision that would change the future of the company. In 2006, Nvidia introduced CUDA, and this may have been one of the most important decisions in the company's history. CUDA allowed developers to use Nvidia GPUs for general-purpose computing, not just graphics. Suddenly, scientists, engineers, and researchers could use the same hardware designed for gaming to accelerate incredibly complex calculations. That created something much more powerful than a fast chip. It created a developer ecosystem. The more developers learned CUDA, the more software was built around Nvidia GPUs. And the more software was built around Nvidia GPUs, the more valuable those GPUs became. Nvidia wasn't just selling hardware anymore, it was building an ecosystem. Then came 2012. A neural network called AlexNet made headlines after winning the ImageNet image recognition competition, and it had been trained using Nvidia GPUs. That moment became a turning point. Researchers began realizing that GPUs weren't just useful for graphics. They could become the engine powering modern deep learning. Nvidia recognized what was happening, and instead of waiting for AI to become mainstream, it began investing aggressively in the technology AI would need. That meant specialized hardware, more powerful GPUs, faster interconnects, and increasingly sophisticated software. Nvidia was preparing for a future most of the world hadn't seen yet. But here's where the story gets really interesting. Nvidia's advantage wasn't just the GPU. It was everything surrounding the GPU. CUDA became the foundation. Then came libraries, software development tools, networking technology, optimized systems, and AI platforms. Nvidia also acquired Mellanox in 2020, strengthening its networking capabilities. That mattered because training massive AI models isn't just about having thousands of powerful chips. Those chips have to communicate with each other incredibly quickly. Nvidia increasingly started designing the entire system together. GPU, CPU, networking, memory, software, cooling, everything working as one machine. That's a much harder system for competitors to reproduce. Then, generative AI exploded. Chatbots became mainstream. Companies suddenly wanted enormous computing power to train and run AI models. And Nvidia was sitting at the center of the infrastructure race. The demand became enormous. Cloud providers needed GPUs. AI startups needed GPUs. Researchers needed GPUs. Enterprises wanted GPUs. And the more companies adopted Nvidia's ecosystem, the more developers built around it. That's the network effect. Nvidia didn't need to control every AI company. It only needed to become one of the most important layers underneath them. And it did. The scale of that transformation is difficult to ignore. In Nvidia's fiscal 2026, the company reported approximately $215.9 billion in total revenue. Data center revenue alone reached approximately $193.7 billion. That's remarkable when you remember where Nvidia came from. A company once associated primarily with gaming graphics had transformed itself into a data center scale AI infrastructure company. And Nvidia's influence extends beyond commercial AI. As of June 2026, Nvidia technology powered more than 400 of the world's 500 fastest supercomputers, according to Nvidia's reporting on the latest top 500 rankings. This isn't simply a chip company anymore, it's infrastructure. And that's the real secret behind Nvidia's rise. The company didn't wait for the AI revolution to arrive. It spent years building the road before everyone else realized they needed to travel on it. CUDA created the ecosystem. GPUs provided the computing power. Networking connected the machines. Software made the hardware easier to use. And massive AI demand turned that ecosystem into one of the most valuable technology platforms in the world. Nvidia didn't quietly take over AI with one revolutionary product. It built layer after layer until the entire AI industry was standing on top of them. And now, the bigger question isn't whether Nvidia helped create the AI revolution. It's this: if Nvidia built the road to the AI future, who will build the road that eventually replaces it? Would you bet on Nvidia staying at the center of AI? Or do you think another company will eventually take its place? Tell me your answer in the comments, and subscribe to Behind the Billion for more stories hiding behind the world's biggest companies.